News, guys, is good news. InvestFusion is officially live, guys. InvestFusion is officially live. Now, if you are on TikTok, I'm sharing my screen and I'll be walking you through how we utilize InvestFusion. Um, Let me know where you're watching from, okay? Let me know where you're tuning in from, and that will be very, very helpful. Today, I'm going to do like a breakdown of first of all, I'm trying to make sure that um, my audio is good and that you guys can hear me loud and clear. If you're watching on TikTok, give me a one if my audio is good, and we would commence this live step-by-step guide using InvestFusion. So if you're watching on YouTube, this is the step-by-step process on how you can use InvestFusion to find deals in the markets. InvestFusion launches today officially in the US markets. So you might be wondering, what is InvestFusion? And why is it the buzz? Why is everyone talking about InvestFusion? I'm going to do this quickly and walk you through what investors. Okay, so my audio is good. So I'm going to walk you through quickly what is the current situation in the US. The current, we call it a fear circle or a fear loop. What investors go through. If you are watching on TikTok, you're watching on Instagram, make sure to join us on YouTube because I'm sharing my screen and I'm walking investors through how you can use InvestFusion. Right now in the US, what we understand is this: an investor, what is currently happening is most investors are losing $7,000 plus every single day to non-refundable due diligence fee. Now, what is this non-refundable due diligence fee? Now, if you are in real estate or you are new to real estate, so you're thinking about getting involved in real estate. Now, this is the scenario right now. Until today, when an investor goes to a listing site, they see what is referred to as a matter of fact, let me share my screen with those on YouTube so they can see what I'm referring to as the investor fear loop. We call it the investor fear loop. Now, that loop is currently what is happening nonstop in the US market, and it's affecting how buyers, get involved in real estate because it builds fear, and that fear makes them to run away from the market. Now, the investor fear loop looks like this. First, the investor goes into a listing site. The listing sites are like the Zillows, the Craigslist, the LoopNet. And when they see a listing, their next thinking or the next, this is the investor fear loop. So their next thought is we call it, is a 9-step process, guys. First, they find a deal on listing sites. Secondly, to investigate the property, they put money down. Now, when you put money down, that money you put down is called a non-refundable due diligence fee. That fee is the fee you pay the seller to take the property off the market and gives you, the buyer, the right to go and investigate. The problem with that scenario is, point number 3, the investor fear loop is, by the time you now investigate the property, that is when you realize that the property has hidden issues like foundation issues, structural damage, foggy windows, major repairs that needs to be fixed, major bad items. And what happens? You walk away from that deal. You're walking away from that deal means you're going to lose your non-refundable due diligence fee. That fee is not cheap. The non-refundable due diligence fee can go as high as $5,000 in a seller's market. Sometimes in commercial property, it can go as high as $10,000. Guys, stop losing your money. Now, when an investor loses money, their confidence drops, which is a natural process. And then once their confidence drops, they hesitate. They stay stuck. In point 9, they repeat the same circle over and over again. That's what we refer to as the investor fear loop. Now, that investor fear loop is what keeps investors stuck. It's what keeps them stuck in a small bubble. That way they cannot get out of that investor fear loop. If you're watching on TikTok right now, go join us on YouTube. That way you can see me share my screen and show you the breakthrough way we are preventing investors from losing thousands of dollars using InvestFusion. Go on investfusion.co. If you're watching this anywhere you're watching from, you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, go on investfusion.co and sign up for free. Once you sign up, you get a prompt that tells you have full access, a complimentary full access to use the platform across the board for free. Now, this is what you're going to do. If you're watching on YouTube, of course, you guys can see my screen. Now, when you go on InvestFusion, your first step is that you want to sign up because you're new to the platform. So I'm going to, first of all, log out of my account and then sign back in. Now, before you sign, if you hit on the sign up button, InvestFusion, if you're watching on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you're watching, InvestFusion is officially live, guys. Officially live. Now, you can use InvestFusion to prevent you from losing thousands of dollars to non-refundable fees. You pay earnest money deposit, you pay inspection fee, you pay appraisal fee. All those fees can set you back over $11,000. Stop investing blindly, guys. Stop investing blindly. You now have a tool that takes away that risk. A lot of investors go into deals blindly and fall into a trap, When they fall into that trap, it affects their confidence level. Fear consumes them. Trepidation consumes them. Once they start to have fear, that fear prevents them from taking the next deal. And that's why you don't build wealth. It's a matter of fact. It's clearly defined. Real estate is by far the sure way of building wealth anywhere in the world. That's why you have more millionaires in the Forbes list than anywhere in the world. Now, the issue now is, how do you, a buyer, who protects you, the buyer? You now have a tool that can protect you, and it's called InvestFusion. Right now, thanks for joining, guys. Go to investfusion.co and then click on sign up. I'm demonstrating it right now on YouTube because I can share my screen on YouTube. Those of you on TikTok, on Instagram, you cannot see me share my screen. So if you're watching on TikTok, YouTube, and what have you, please go in and then join us on YouTube. Now, when you click on sign up, you're going to put in your first name, your last name, your email, your phone number, your password, and then you're going to have a section that says referral code. Now, the referral code is designed in a way where we pay you 20% of your subscribers' recurring fee. Meaning, if you join InvestFusion today and you have your referral code connects to your Stripe account because we pay you cash. We pay you cash. So your referral code is what you share to anyone you want to use, you want to give access to use this platform. Anyone you care about, anyone you want to know that, listen, there is a platform called InvestFusion that protects buyers in real estate. This is the only and the first platform, AI-powered real estate platform, that is designed for you, the buyer, protects you from losing thousands of dollars upfront before you know the condition of the property. InvestFusion can do all of that in 60 seconds. Now, so when you click on I accept, guys, if you're watching on different platforms, go on YouTube to join us right now. Click on I accept, and then you do a sign up. When you hit the sign up button, it's going to send you an OTP to your email. The OTP means your one-time password. Once you get your OTP, go back to your account, your email account, and then you sign in. So I'm signing in right now. If you're watching from a different platform, you're on YouTube, you're on Instagram or TikTok, go join me on YouTube, and then you watch me share my screen. So I'm logging in now to my account again one more time. And then I'm going to walk you everyone through how the platform works. So let me log in right now. I'm entering my password. All right, login successful. Okay, guys, so now I'm logged in. Now, the first thing you notice is when you come into InvestFusion, you will see refer and earn 20%. Get your unique referral code to start earning. So we pay you cash. You receive cash connected through your Stripe account. How do you do that? You come in here, this hamburger, click on the hamburger, and then you go to referral. So when you click on referral, it's going to request you to connect your Stripe account. So all you have to do, if you don't have Stripe, Stripe is a free account, and Stripe is a payment processing account. That's how the banks connects. So Stripe connects to your bank, and then of course the payment is being paid into your bank or your bank card. It depends on what account you have set up for yourself. So he's on Connect Stripe, and then it's going to connect Stripe, saying, okay, because my account is already there before, so I'm going to just back out of that now and then go into the home. So now on the home tab, I want to walk you guys through. If you're new to the platform, you will see the home, about us, services, why choose us, the pricing, a testimonial, and then the FAQ. So you want to first of all use InvestFusion to get a deal. You want to find in 60 seconds a property that has no major red flags like foundation issues, structural damage, foggy windows, any mold or mildew under the crawl space, environmental violations. You want to identify all of that in 60 seconds. So what you do is to come into residential, click on residential, and then here you want to search by your city or your state. So if the moment you start typing your city, it pre-populates and gives you the options to select. Now, if you have, for those of you who have a property, you are intending to do like a deep dive verification on that property, what you can do is you toggle on this button that says search by specific address. If you're watching on TikTok or Instagram, go and join us on YouTube. I'm sharing my screen. Then you can see what I'm sharing with the viewers. Now, so if you have a specific address you want to pinpoint, you want to know, take a deep dive and know the value of that property. You find gems, deals in 60 seconds. You want to do that, you can toggle on this and then you hit search by specific address. If you have a commercial property you want to search, same thing applies. Just toggle and then click on that and then you hit on search. So I'm going to go back to residential. Let's just do a general search in the Charlotte area. If you're watching on TikTok, comment on the chat what city or state in the US you want me to do a search on, and then we'll proceed with that city. So I hit on search, and then the next thing here is to go on single. So when you click below here, you have single family property. And then that way, you can be able to now select, the next thing to select will be the type of beds you want. Again, if you're watching on TikTok, thanks for joining. On Instagram, thanks for joining. Make sure to join us on YouTube. I'm sharing my screen and letting viewers understand how we use InvestFusion to prevent you from buying real estate blindly. Protect you, the buyer. No tool in the US protect the buyers from losing thousands of dollars. Minimum investors lose is $7,000 to non-refundable due diligence fee. The fee you pay to know the condition of the property. By the time you pay that fee and then the seller refuses to reveal the true condition of the property, your money is gone. And that's what we are preventing by using InvestFusion. So now I can select the number of beds. I want 3 beds, for example. So I'm just going to go here. I'll say 3 beds and then maybe 2 baths. I will click apply. And then the price range. So you can select any price range. I might say a minimum of $100,000 to a maximum of about $500,000. That should be fair estimate. Let's just say 500,000. I will do submit, and then I will hit search. Now, the moment you hit search, InvestFusion, guys, if you're watching on TikTok or YouTube or on Instagram, go to investfusion.co and go and sign up. The platform is live, guys. The platform is live that protects you, the buyer. Go on investfusion.co and click sign up. Now, so when you come in here, you see the free basic, which is the free access, select all, and then you have the premium paid, get authentic property info fast with AI suggestions. Now, once you come in on the paid section, you will see a host of information given to you. For example, environmental risk. If you don't know what it means, just toggle to the question mark here. It says flags potential hazards like flood, fire, or pollution exposure. If you keep going down, you will see visibility. For commercial property, you want to make sure that the property is in an area that has high visibility. InvestFusion is built with over 400 data points to get access and let you know the visibility of that property. Also, the next is the appraisal report. It provides an estimated property value based on market data. The appraisal report is what the loan officers or the lenders use to grant you a loan. If the asking price of the property is way above the appraisal report, lenders are not going to give you that loan. You want to buy a property that the appraisal report, the asking price is below the appraisal report. If the asking price is below the appraisal report, is what we refer to as built-in equity. Now, when a property has built-in equity, it means the moment you buy that property, you can turn around, go to the bank, and cash out that equity that is built into the property. And that's why the appraisal report is very important. The appraisal report on its own will cost you about $700 to get that information. InvestFusion gives you access to the appraisal report. Guys, go to investfusion.co and hit the sign up button to see what I am doing and begin to do the same thing I'm doing right now. If you're watching on TikTok, you're on Instagram, join me on YouTube. I'm sharing my screen. InvestFusion is now live. You in the public, you now have access to InvestFusion to use it to protect you, the buyer. This is the only tool in the US that protects you before you lose thousands of dollars to non-refundable due diligence fee, earnest money deposits. You pay your appraisal and then you pay an inspection. Okay, so now you also have seller pricing history, you have the lease type, you have the rent control, you have the occupancy rates, you have the rent history. There's something InvestFusion does that is very unique. It's able, for those who are thinking of buying commercial property, InvestFusion is able to look at your tenants. Yes, it's going to go into the document, the MOU, or the MOU of the commercial property, and look at the current existing tenants. It's going to look at the past 5 years. What has been their gross income, their NOI? Are they profitable or not profitable? Why is it calculating all of this? It wants to know if that tenant who currently occupies the property you are planning to buy, those tenants, if they are credit worthy and if they can pay their rent when their rent is due. InvestFusion will tell you on your screen in 60 seconds if that tenants are profitable or they're not profitable. Guys, go. InvestFusion is live now to the public. Go to investfusion.co and then hit the sign up button. If you are on Instagram and you're on TikTok, I'm sharing my screen and I'm showing viewers on YouTube how the platform works. Now, you also have a replacement cost. Anything you don't understand, any terminology you don't understand, just toggle to the question mark. It's going to tell you what it means. So the replacement cost is the estimated cost to rebuild the property from the ground up or from the scratch. Market price, annual tax amount, and then tax assessed value. So it gives you the tax assessed value, and then it gives you the price per square feet. If there is nothing you take away from today's live training, listen carefully. In real estate, there are 3 rules of thumb you must never forget. In fact, there is the rule number 1 is not to forget rule number 1. And rule number 1 is you make your money on the buy. I repeat, rule number 1 is you make your money on the buy. Rule number 2 is never forget rule number 1. Rule number 3 is never forget rule number 2 and rule number 3. Guys, listen up. Making your money on the buy means you must understand if that property is discounted or is overpriced. If you go into a deal and the property is already overpriced, you are setting yourself up for failure. InvestFusion calculates the price per square feet and lets you know, the buyer, if that property has cash flow opportunity. Because you want to, so if you are watching and you are a coach in real estate, most investors in real estate know that there are only 2 ways you make money. Those 2 ways are built-in equity and cash flow. If you buy a property that the asking price is below the appraised value or below replacement cost, you automatically have what they call built-in equity. InvestFusion calculates that built-in equity for you. That's number one. Number two, it calculates the cash flow potential. Meaning, if you buy a property and that property likely will not cash flow, it's going to tell you that that property will not cash flow. So most buyers, most investors in the US, they know of cash flow, they know of equity. What stands InvestFusion miles apart from everything out there is because besides doing what everyone else thinks about, it goes a step further by looking at the condition. Because irrespective of cash flow, equity, or what have you, if the property, if the house you intend to buy can be a multi-family unit, it can be a single family unit, it can be a commercial property. If the condition of the property is questionable, if it has foundation issues, if it has structural damage, if it has major foggy windows issues, it has roofing issues, it has mold and mildew under the crawl space, your purchase, you buying that property, you're buying a landmine. InvestFusion protects you, the buyer, from buying a landmine and losing your funds. That's why it tracks everything for you. So it tracks the price per square feet. Again, if you're just watching and just joining us, guys, InvestFusion is officially launched today to the public. Go to investfusion.co and then sign up for free. Get your free access to use this tool. Get to demonstrate this tool. I am currently demonstrating it right now on YouTube. So if you are watching on TikTok, you're watching on Instagram, you might not be able to see my screen. I implore you to go on YouTube, and then as I'm sharing my screen, you can use the platform. Also, just go ahead, go to investfusion.co and just go and hit sign up for free and begin to use the platform and just enjoy the platform, guys. It also has estimates and then issues. So the issues section here is known property problems, including foundation, structural, or major defects. Because sellers lie a lot. Guys, the seller, don't take the word of a seller hook, line, and sinker. Most investors go and trust listing site like it's due diligence. Your listing site is not due diligence. The listing site is not going to protect you. You, the buyer, are the one that needs to protect yourself. Unfortunately, there is no tool in the US that protects you, the buyer, until today. InvestFusion is the first and the only AI-powered real estate platform that protects you, the buyer, from getting bonds. So it has other. So all you have to do to speed up the process, just click on select all, and then you apply, and then you hit search. So now I've hit search, and let's see. Watch InvestFusion. It's less than 4 seconds. It took less than 4 seconds to give me an output, guys. Less than 4 seconds, InvestFusion has provided me an output. Now, because I'm just doing a general search, those of you watching on YouTube, record this, guys. Take a phone out and record what I'm doing right now, because a lot of people think it's impossible. What InvestFusion is doing, they've never heard it before. We want to now see any property and see the condition of that property. If it has red flags, in less than 60 seconds, you're going to get your deal score. So guys, if you are joining me on TikTok, you're watching on Instagram, go to investfusion.co. The platform is live, guys. The only platform that protects the buyers. If you are not ready to buy real estate today, but you have a thought that sometime in the future, you want to build real wealth, go and sign up for free. Tell your loved ones, tell your friends, tell your enemies. This is a platform built to protect buyers. Now, all you have to do, even if you have zero experience in real estate, you're a newbie, this is built for you. You are an experienced investor, this enhances your skill. You're a coach, this enhances and gives your students access to protection. It's a protection layer first before it becomes a deal analysis tool. It protects you first and then gives you deals in seconds. Now, if you are also an enterprise, like you are a boutique firm, those firms that handle millions to billions of dollars, we have what they call the enterprise version that is designed for those enterprise portal. Now, all you have to do, just look at any of the deal, any of the output you see, and just click on search. So let me just go on this property here and hit on see details. Now, InvestFusion is going to action. Those of you watching on YouTube, what you're seeing happening right now is collapsing all the 400 built-in data points. It's going across the entire portal, government sites, anywhere information is found to look at that property and see the condition of the property. It's going to let you know in seconds while you are in your bedroom, before you go outside, so you don't spend thousands of dollars on non-refundable due diligence fee. If you are a real estate agent, instead of spending time driving around the whole city showing your viewers or showing your potential customers hundreds of properties, you waste time, you waste money. In seconds, InvestFusion gives you the information you need. Those of you watching on YouTube, you already see my screen already. If you are joining me from TikTok or Instagram, number one, InvestFusion is now officially open to the public. It's now live as of today. Go to investfusion.co and sign up for free. Number two, join me on YouTube as I'm sharing my screen. We just found one deal now today. We found one deal, and I'm going to dissect that deal using InvestFusion. What I'm telling you guys today does not exist in the US until today. There is no tool in the US that lets you know the condition of a property and protects you, the buyer, before you lose thousands of dollars to non-refundable due diligence fee. That's not the only fee you lose when you buy property. You lose the DDF. You also can potentially lose your earnest money deposit. Your earnest money deposit is also as equivalent to your DDF. So if your DDF, sorry guys, if I'm using a big term that is confusing, your DDF means your due diligence fee. That's the fee you pay the buyer. You pay the seller to take the property off the market for you, the buyer, to investigate the property. The problem with that scenario is the only way you can know the condition of any property in the US is after your money has left your pockets to the seller. That is an arbitrage. That is a loophole. That is a no-no. Investors are losing $7,000 at a minimum based on that scenario. It creates fear. It creates problem for investors. That's why they are losing thousands of dollars. That fear factor, that fear is what we are breaking. We are removing that fear from your investment. Imagine if you can know in seconds a condition of the property. So if you are joining in right now, you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, go and join us on YouTube, and then go to investfusion.co. The site is officially live. Go and try it for free. Go and run a property you think, any property, maybe even your own home. You're staying in a home, go to InvestFusion, run the condition of your own home in InvestFusion, and let's give you the output. Now, for those of you watching, let's scroll down. You'll see the pictures. We're not concerned about the pictures. You're an investor. You want to grow wealth. If you are serious about growing real wealth, it's only found in real estate. It's only found in real estate. Real wealth is found in real estate. And why is that so? Because real estate is among the three major human needs: food, clothing, and shelter. And shelter is dealing with what? Homes, single family units, multi-family units, commercial property. For the first time, you, the buyer in real estate, is now protected. So let's scroll down. So again, I have no concern about the pictures I'm looking at right now. If you're watching me right now, you're on Instagram and you're on TikTok, I am sharing my screen on YouTube, and I'm using InvestFusion to do what they call a 60-second deep analysis on a property we just found. Now, in 60 seconds, InvestFusion will let you know the deal score. That deal score will let you know the condition of the property first before you lose thousands of dollars. So let's scroll down. So you see, you have two windows. One side, you have like a breakdown of everything, but you have the AI summary. So the first thing you want to do is to scroll down and see the deal score. This deal score is 45 over 100 and it's yellow. It says potential. So it tells you, InvestFusion says potential for improvement. Let's read the summary first of what it says about the property. You know what? As a matter of fact, let's just go in and start looking at what each of the tabs mean here, because those watching on YouTube want to understand what the tabs means here. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on Instagram, you're watching on on TikTok. Again, go to investfusion.co and then sign up for free to use the platform. Now, once you go and read more, it's going to tell you breakdown of everything about the property. Is in a cul-de-sac, location, all of those, the kitchens. I'm not concerned about those information because I can get that general information anywhere. What I'm concerned about is what does not exist, what InvestFusion has that does not exist. Why is InvestFusion different? So that you can stop buying blindly. Now, I go to the property overview. I click on this drop down here. I see it says 3-bedroom, built in 1988. It's in Mecklenburg County, which is good. And then I go down, it says financial matrix. Now, InvestFusion gives you, number one, the cap rate. If you don't know what the cap rate is, just come in here. It's going to tell you that the cap rate is the expected annual return on the property. The expected annual return on the property. Guys, oh, Amy, thank you, Amy. I appreciate you. Just got the #1 viewer badge. Amy, thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Now, listen carefully. Amy and others watching on TikTok, please, guys, go to investfusion.co. Go and sign up for free. For the first time, buyers are protected. For the first time in the history of the US, you will stop losing over $7,000 to non-refundable fees. You pay these fees when you want to investigate the property. For the very first time, you can, in your bedroom, in 60 seconds, know the condition of any property anywhere in the US. You know if it has foundation issues, if it has structural damage, if it has foggy windows, roofing issues, mold and mildew under the crawl space, so you don't spend thousands of dollars to non-refundable fees you cannot get back, and you don't waste your time driving around. If you are an agent, listen, if you are an agent, stop driving around the city showing your properties to buyers who are scared. Buyers are afraid. Buyers don't know the condition. Nobody wants to lose $7,000 on one deal. If you lose that team 3 times in a year, you've lost over $21,000. You're going to lose your confidence. And that's why we built a tool called InvestFusion that protects the buyer first. Because sellers can lie. The description is not... Don't trust listing sites. Listing sites is not due diligence. You have a tool that does the due diligence for you in just 60 seconds. And that's what InvestFusion does. Everyone watching on Instagram or on TikTok, go to investfusion.co and sign up for free. Also, if you are watching on both platforms, Instagram and TikTok, join me on YouTube. I'm sharing my screen. I'm just doing a deep dive on the property we just found. This is the first time I'm seeing this property, but InvestFusion has calculated everything you need to know about the property in 60 seconds. In fact, it took it less than 60 seconds to get you that information. You want to be informed. You, the buyer, want to be protected, because real estate, guys, is a major, major investment. Imagine buying a property that you are tied down for 15 to 30 years, and you just feel like, let me just feel like buying it the way I feel like, and let me just buy it blindly, trusting listing sites, trusting the seller, trusting what the seller tells you or the seller agent tells you. That is a no-no. That is a big, big no-no, because you're going to lose your money, and then you'll be very, very sad, because for years you are tied down to a deal that is the wrong deal from day one. That is a no-no, and that's what InvestFusion protects. So guys, if you're watching this right now, listen carefully. Today we launch InvestFusion to the general public. The public, you guys now, those of you watching on Instagram, those of you watching on TikTok, you now have access to InvestFusion. Go to investfusion.co and just sign up for free. As a matter of fact, when you sign up, you receive a complimentary access from me today. I give you a complimentary access. Go in and sign up right now and get that access. Now, if you are on TikTok and you're on Instagram, join me on YouTube. I'm sharing my screen and I'm showing the viewers access to what InvestFusion looks like. Right now, everyone will have the access. So if you go in and you sign up, you also will have the access. You will see what I'm doing right now in my screen. I'm analyzing a property and letting you guys know what the deal is in seconds. You don't have to be an expert real estate guru anymore. You don't have to be a seasoned professional. If you are new to real estate, if you are brand new, you don't even know what real estate is, this platform is built for you. If you are an experienced investor who has over several portfolio of properties. This platform is built to enhance your skill. If you're a coach and you have a team of people below you who you teach real estate educational content to, this platform is built to protect your buyer first. Because the first goal of InvestFusion is protection first. It protects the buyer. That's number one goal of InvestFusion. Then it gives you the deals. It calculates the opportunities. It calculates the profits or potential for you, the buyer. So right now, and again, if you are watching this, once you sign up to InvestFusion, you also have a 20% referral paid to you. So anyone that uses your referral code will reward you by cash payout. We give you 20% of their monthly recurring fee, guys. So this is a way to reward you for you using the platform, loving it, sharing with your friends, and getting paid even while you're protecting yourself. So it's a win-win for everyone involved. Now, the property we are doing a deep dive now, it says the price per square foot, it says it's $219.44. Again, if you don't know what to do, go to the summary. The summary of InvestFusion is going to analyze it for you and let you know what to do if you don't know anything about the property. It says the tax assessed value is $321,000. Now, it said the replacement cost. Listen, guys, the first thing you see here is the replacement cost is below the asking price. The replacement cost is the cost, what it takes to build the same property from the ground up. The seller is asking for how much? Let's see the price again. For $350,000. This is crazy, guys. The seller is asking for $350,000. The replacement cost on this property is $255,000. Guys, you know what that means? It means if I build the same property from the ground up, it's going to cost me a total of $255,200. Why would I want to buy a deal that is above replacement? It's above the replacement cost. So the household income is $101,000, which is great. The rent estimate is about $8,800, which is also good. Now let's look at the tenant information. It might not give us much information because it's a single, it might be empty, so that's not important. Now let's go to the risk. This is what no tool. If you are watching on YouTube, take a screenshot, guys, because take a screenshot right now. I'm going to risk assessment. When I tell you guys that InvestFusion is able to do the unthinkable, people think it was impossible. Let's look at the risk assessment. Guys, take a screenshot right now. If you look at this right now, see, InvestFusion are giving you everything. It says foundation issues. It said no. Maintenance needed. So now, not only does it let you know if the property has foundation issues, it lets you know if there's any maintenance on that home that needs to be done. Because you are buying something. Listen, for those of you that buy foreclosures, or you buy properties that you don't even know the condition of the property internally, okay, welcome. InvestFusion is going to find it for you. It says structural issues, no. Take a screenshot of this right now. If you're watching this, take a screenshot. This is what sets InvestFusion apart. Now, under the environmental risk, it looks at flood risk, fire risk, heat risk, precipitation risk, wind risk, and gives you a summary. But the next value is the appraisal report. This appraisal report you're looking at right now, before you can get the appraisal report, you have to spend at least $700 to get that report. Guys, you have it in your fingertips with InvestFusion. You have a tool that finds one, risk. Number two, finds the appraisal report. Why is this report important? The appraisal report is what your loan officers will look at. I mean, before they can give you a loan to buy real estate, they must look at this report. And you have to pay to get this report. But with InvestFusion, guys, we can pull this report out for you. Now, so you see the appraisal report. It gives you the assessed value, $321,000. The assessor last update was in May. Deed sale price. So the deed sale price was in 2016. Guys, 2017. This platform is crazy. It gives you, I'm so sorry I've used that word, guys. It's amazing. That's the word I'm trying to use. It gives you the gross square feet. So if the seller tells you that the square foot is 1.5 or 1.3, and the gross square feet is, or the seller tells you a different square feet, InvestFusion will let you know the actual square feet you're buying. It also lets you know the land use standard. And then look at this now. This is the value it wants to give to you. It says the total market value is 321,800. Now, listen carefully, guys. So you see market improvement value, ownership transfer date, the date it was transferred to the owners. So the owner of the property bought it for 179,000. And then that was in 2017. So you see the previous assessed value was 321,400. The sale date, you have the date, the sale amount, 179,000. So you know when they bought the property. You know what is appraised for, but you also know the replacement cost. Now, the access value, what the loan officers will look at right now is 321,400. So if you go back up, what is the seller asking for? They're asking for $350,000. Guys, do you know what we just did right now? We just protected a buyer from losing money blindly in just 60 seconds. Listen, you may not know how powerful this is on your fingertips until you get burnt in real estate. Like, if you know of anyone who has been burnt in real estate, by being burnt, I mean they lost thousands of dollars. There was one time, second time, third time, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. This is amazing. This is just mind-blowing. Now, let's see this. So if you don't want to read all, just go to the summary because you don't have time. You're fast. I mean, you're busy. Go on the summary and let's InvestFusion interpret for you what it has found. So go on. Guys, if you're just joining me on TikTok or on Instagram, go to investfusion.co. Listen, rush right now. You will not find any tool on the planet that will do what this platform is doing for you in 60 seconds. This is not a listing site. This is not a listing site. This is your own private investigator protecting you from losing your money before you go and lose non-refundable due diligence fee. Listen, if you want to grow wealth, if you want to grow real wealth in real estate, this is the only platform that can protect you, the buyer. The market is designed to protect the seller. Seller can lie. Seller agent can lie. Nobody protects you, the buyer, until today. Now, let's look at the summary report. So in summary, it gives you the address, the listing price, the best 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So you see, guys, look at this now. The estimated square feet is 1,595. Price per square feet, it says overpriced. Guys, I said there are 3 rules to real estate investing. The rule number 1 is you make your money on the buy. The rule number 2 is never forget rule number 1. The rule number 3 is never forget rule number 2 and rule number 1. The rule number 1 is you make your money on the buy. If you buy a property that is overpriced, it means you buy above replacement cost. See, it's here. Guys, you're watching me on YouTube. It says above replacement. That means it's already above a brand new prop. What are you buying? Why are people buying blindly? It's above the replacement cost. Insane, guys. Insane. This is a lifesaver for a lot of people. They don't really understand that right now. Then it gives you an AI insight. You say the property is priced above. So you can read, yes? It's going to give you a breakdown. This is why InvestFusion thinks for you. It thinks like an investor. It says the property is priced above replacement cost, indicating a potential overvaluation in the current market. The household income in the area is above the national average, which may suggest support property values. Then investment matrix, cap rate is a poor return. Price per square feet overpriced. The estimated rent potential, $1,892. The previous appraisal value is $321,000. The date, it gave you the date. Then it says insight. The cap rate of 2.9% is significantly below the target of 7%, indicating a poor return on investment. The estimated return potential aligns closely with the market, but the property is currently overpriced. Listen, InvestFusion is crazy, my friends. It's crazy. It says here, assess value versus listing price gap. The assessed value of $321,800 is approximately 92% of the listing price, indicating a fair valuation. That is true. Property appreciation against depreciation. Guys, listen, this is amazing. Listen, if you don't want to spend time reading everything, it's going to give you, now it says the property condition and area insights. Condition, very well maintained. That's good. Maintenance needs, none. Visibility, medium exposure. It's giving you that. So it has given us the property's condition report. It says the property is in an excellent condition with no maintenance needs, which is a positive factor for potential investors. Listen, if you're just joining me right now, listen, you have InvestFusion is officially open to the public. For the first time, buyers are protected from buying a bad deal, from losing over $7,000 to non-refundable fees. Go to investfusion.co and sign up for free right now and use this tool. If you're watching on TikTok, you're watching on Instagram, I'm sharing my screen, and viewers on YouTube are seeing my screen, how InvestFusion in seconds is analyzing a property that we found and letting us know the deal score. If you don't have the time to read, just go down and check the deal score, guys. We are going to launch a deal score challenge where I'll reward viewers with cash prizes. Everyone, go to InvestFusion right now and go and sign up. Go to investfusion.co. Sign up. You will send me your deal score using the hashtag #MyDealScore. Post it anywhere on your social. Once you tag me, we'll look at the deal score. Let's find out who gets the best deal score in seconds. You don't have to be a real estate expert anymore to become a guru in real estate. You have a tool that protects you, the buyer. You have a tool that checks the condition of a property. You have a tool that lets you know if that house, that single family unit or that multi-family unit has any major problems or red flags like foundation, structural damage, any maintenance needed. Any major red flag, InvestFusion lets you know. Plus, it calculates the deal potential. It calculates the opportunity in 60 seconds and give you a deal score. So if you have a deal score of 50 and above, that's a good deal score. If you have a deal score of 49 and below, something is wrong, okay? So now, if you don't want to spend time to do a deep analysis, just go to where it says it's suggestion, because it's going to think for you. So it says here, current tenancy is none, rent control is no, so that's good. It says, now look at the AI investment score. It says 45 over 100. Guys, risk level, it says high risk level. Listen, for the first time, you guys are protected as a buyer. And it gives you it says final recommendation, avoid invest. Guys, it says avoid investments. This is what InvestFusion does. Not only does it protect you, the buyer, it thinks for you, it analyzes for you, it does a deep search for you, it does everything in 60 seconds. This will take you months to do, and time and money. Everything at the speed of in just less than 60 seconds. You can now know if a deal is a good deal or a bad deal, whether to walk away or to go ahead and proceed. So it says here, final recommendation, avoid investment. Reasons: 1, the cap rate is significantly below the target, indicating a poor return on investment. 2, the property is overpriced compared to assessed value and replacement costs. Remember, I said something. There are 3 rules to real estate investing. The rule number 1 is you make your money on the buy, meaning you want to buy a discounted property 30 or 40% below replacement cost. Every successful real estate investor will tell you that is the first rule never to forget. The rule number 2 is never forget rule number 1. And rule number 3 is never forget rule number 2 and rule number 1. Guys, you make your money on the buy. It says this property is overpriced compared to assessed value. Although the property is well maintained, the financial matrix do not support a favorable investment. Guys, come on, man. You don't need anything anymore. This does everything for you. It gives you a deal score in 60 seconds. Guys, if you are watching right now, go to investfusion.co and then go and sign up for free. Tell your loved ones, tell your friends, tell your enemies. There is a tool right now in the US that got launched today that protects the buyer from losing thousands of dollars to non-refundable fees. Even if you don't have the cash today to go into real estate, go and sign up. Go and sign up and use the free tool and begin to play around with the free tool. Because by the time your condition changes and you have access to funds, you will need InvestFusion to begin to make good deals. Guys, this is the AI-powered platform that got launched today to users in the United States. You also have the suggestion. So it gives you a suggestion. It says consider negotiating the price down to align more closely with the assessed value. Guys, you don't understand. Listen, I lost $11,175 to a bad deal. That's what drove me, pushed me to create this platform to protect you, the buyer. $11,175 on one deal. If I make that mistake 3 times in a year, that's over $35,000 gone. Listen, guys, listen. You don't understand how powerful, why I'm so excited for you guys. You have a tool now that protects you, the buyer. If you are a beginner who doesn't have any knowledge on real estate, you don't have no knowledge at all, this tool thinks for you, flags red flag for you. Don't listen to listing. Don't go like the herds who go on listing site thinking listing site is due diligence. Listing site does not protect you. You have to protect yourself using InvestFusion. Stop buying blindly, guys. Stop buying blindly. Stop buying blindly. Stop buying blindly. Go to investfusion.co right now and go and register for free. Go and sign up. Now, it gives you an AI recommendation. If you're also watching on Facebook, guys, this I'm sharing my screen and I hope you guys are seeing, you're having access. If you have questions, please put the questions on the comment. I'm going to come to the comments and begin to answer those questions. Guys, if you have the questions, go to the comment section and give me your questions. I will take your questions. Now, reassess pricing. It says here, AI recommendations. Consider negotiating the price down to align more closely with the assessed value to improve investment viability, which makes sense. Do you know what's funny? I've been in real estate for over 20 years, and this research, even when I do it with my expertise, because I'm emotionally involved, that emotion make me miss a lot of steps. And I was like, oh, I like the picture. I like how it looks. How it looks does not put money in my pockets now. Guys, I will make mistakes because I'm human. This AI power platform does not care about emotions. It looks at the facts. It looks at, is this a good deal or a bad deal? Is this going to be a blind investment? It protects you, the buyer. That's why this is unique. So if you're just joining us right now, go to investfusion.co. It's now officially open to the public. Go and join InvestFusion. Sign up for free. Even if you're not planning to buy real estate today, go and sign up for free and use the platform to see the condition of the property you're currently living in. It will let you know if that property you're living in has any major red flags. This protects you, the buyer. Okay? Think of it as your own insurance that protects you from losing money in real estate. This protects you guys. It protects your loved one as well. And again, if you have no money right now to go into real estate, but you love the platform, you will have your own referral code. Share your referral code. You get paid 20% of their monthly recurring fee paid to you in cash, because you have to have a Stripe account that connects you to your own bank, and then will pay to your Stripe account, which goes into your bank. So let's conclude with this one. It says suggestions. It says reassess pricing. The number 2, it says explore rental market, investigate local rental trends. Number 3, monitor market trends, evaluate other properties. Listen, guys, consult. So it does everything for you and thinks for you and lets you know. We just spent less than 60 seconds to analyze one property. I didn't leave my home. I did not waste time on fuel. I did not waste my time just driving there. My agent is okay, is happy. By the time you, the investor, find a good deal and you call your agent, the agent is happy, is not wasting his time and is wasting his money. You, the buyer, you have confidence because fear has been removed. You now have a tool that protects you. You don't have to listen to seller or listen to the disclosure documents or listen to what the description says in MLS. MLS does not protect you. Stop buying from MLS. Guys, stop going to listing site and thinking they are your due diligence. They're not due diligence. This is your tool that protects you. So I'm going to try and I'm going to now go in and then begin to take questions. If you have questions, guys, if you're watching, let me know where you're tuning in from. Give me your questions on the chat, guys. I want to see your questions if you have any questions, and then you can put in your questions, and then I can read your questions if you have a questions. If not, guys, InvestFusion is official. This is the tool that protects you, the buyer. For the first time in the history of the United States, buyers can now have confidence to avoid losing at least a minimum of $7,000 to non-refundable fees. And why is that fee paid? This is the scenario. When you go to listing sites, I told you listing sites is not due diligence. They don't protect you. When you go to listing sites and you see a property, like the one we just saw now, listing site will just show you the price, the property. It doesn't tell you anything. It tells you the description, it tells you everything, tells you, okay, this is what it is, this is what it is. It doesn't let you know the condition of the property. When you go to a listing site and then you call your broker, you and your broker drive down to the property, you see the property and you come back home. For you to now investigate the property, you pay what they call a non-refundable due diligence fee. That fee is the fee you pay to the seller that gives you the right to take that property off the market. The problem is that fee can start from as low as $5,000. I say that's low, goodness. From as low as $5,000 to over $10,000. So imagine you pay $5,000 to over $10,000 to investigate the property. Now, by the time you pay that money to begin to investigate the property, that's when you now know the condition of the property. You spent money, you spent time. Now, you are about to lose over $10,000 of your hard-earned money. I don't care how rich you are. If you repeat that scenario 5 times, you can lose over $50,000. So you now go into investigate the property. How do you investigate the property? You pay an inspector to come and inspect. That fee is about $700. You pay for an appraisal report because you need an appraisal report. You pay an appraisal report, another $700. You pay an earnest money deposit. That's what they call an EMD. That can go as high as $10,000 as well, from $5,000 to over $10,000. So you're out of pocket almost $11,000. By the time your inspector go and inspect that property and see any condition that is wrong, like foundation, structural, it's going to advise you to walk away. Now, guess what? Who's losing money here? No, tell me, who's losing money? No, you guys tell me who's losing money here. You're the buyer. You're the one losing money. Nothing was built to protect you. That's why we built InvestFusion. So if it does not sink in, if that does not sink in right now, we're not here to joke. InvestFusion is the first platform that can protect you in 60 seconds. No tool, nowhere, anywhere does this. Unless you know the buyer, the condition of the property before you lose your money. So guys, if you're watching right now, go to investfusion.co, go and sign up for free. Go to investfusion.co, go and sign up for free. Again, we'll let you guys know already. We are giving you guys a 20% referral bonus, meaning cash payouts. If you use the platform and you love it, you share it with your friends, share with your network. Once you have a referral code, give them the referral code, and once they sign up with that referral code, you will see your dashboard. You will see who signed up under you, how much they've paid, and your earnings will be paid to your Stripe account. My friends, this is the power of InvestFusion. This is the power of what we've given to you, to use this tool to know what is the condition before you lose thousands of dollars. So guys, this is it, man. This is the launch of InvestFusion. This is official. This is official, guys. It's official. So go into InvestFusion, go and sign up for free. Also, we are doing a deal challenge, guys. We are creating what they call a deal score challenge. We're going to be giving out cash prizes, guys, cash prizes to our viewers. All our viewers, to qualify for the cash prizes, the cash prize can go all the way to $10,000. But this is what you're going to do. You're going to go in now and sign up for free to InvestFusion. Once you sign up for free, go in there and then go and get your deal score. Use the hashtag #mydealscore and then tag me, Jeff Emalaba, on that deal score that you find. The viewer with the best deal score wins the prize, man. Okay, guys, thank you guys for watching. Go to investfusion.co and sign up for free. This is a groundbreaking tool. Get your referral code. Start earning 20%. Again, qualify for the deal score challenge. Make money from different fronts, guys. Are you excited, guys? Give me a like, give me a love, guys, if you're excited about this tool, guys. Give me a love, show some love, guys. This is amazing. We've done what was impossible in the US. We've broken down the barrier of real estate investing, removing fear from your investment goals. Thank you guys for watching. I will, guys, see you guys next time. Bye for now, guys. Bye for now, everyone. Okay.